What is going on? Welcome to a new day. Today we're gonna make a breakdown because it's time. I was working on this song yesterday, started it basically from the ground up, and so if you wanted to check that out, that is on my YouTube channel. I show how I go about making most of what you're seeing now. I don't think I really did any drastic changes in terms of the arrangement off stream. But what I did do was I redid the drums and did some mixing stuff just to make it comparable to just other mixes out there, right? That are like it can compete with them. And so I feel like we're getting pretty close. However, again, it's time to build a breakdown. And so I think the first thing that we can do right away, we can really start anywhere, but I figured maybe what we can do is start with the bass, and I feel like it may be 2 bars. Yeah, we can make it 2 bars. So the thing is I need to figure out where I'm at here. So we're at F sharp 1. So let's see where F sharp 1 is here. Just so we know where we're at. Yo, Oppressor, what's going on, dude? Forgot about no. Oh, dude, it's all good, man. It's all good. I know there's a few people that have been like having trouble with notifications, and so I have to look into that. What I would suggest is, even if you're not watching me on YouTube, you could still turn the bell on. When you subscribe to the YouTube, you can turn the bell on, and that way it'll notify you when I'm live. So then, that's one way. Because I feel like the people on YouTube get it a lot more frequently than Twitch and Discord. For some reason, Discord isn't working either, so I have to look into that too, which is really weird. So I want to see which note I can start on. It wants to do C sharp. So, but what I can do, again, just because I'm not really worried about tuning and stuff, we can probably take this C sharp here and make it, C sharp 1 here, or C sharp 0, or whatever it is. Which is gonna get thick. She's gonna get thick. Let's go to narrow for now. And then what I usually like to do is I'll just turn on a click. And then I'll just start programming notes. Sometimes randomly. I kind of have an idea of what I want it to be. So like after this, so I want it to be dun 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 dun, something like that. That can, just that little bit can help us kind of get some sort of idea there. Dun, dun. So what you want to do is just program that part. Oh, let me turn on the click so we have that. And then let's go to 16th notes because it looks like it's wanting to be 16th notes. We're almost there. Yeah. Let's actually just turn on the pen tool and just start putting some stuff in. I want a lot of gaps. Maybe not a lot, but I would like some gaps in this breakdown, you know? We can start with 16 notes, and then what we can do after that is like chop them into 30-second notes, you know, wherever we want. And right now, I'm just randomly putting them in. Okay, so we have at least a little bit of an idea here, just with these random notes. I always recommend someone like, or just people, just start putting random notes in a breakdown. You know, we like those breakdowns that are just sound techy and like just kind of just random, right? And so what I would say is, you know, just put these random notes in. And then once you put the random notes in, you're going to be able to hear something in those little random placements. But apart from that, you're also going to be able to, you know, adjust your octaves and stuff like that. But this is just a baseline to get you started, right? A lot of times there's, you know, we'll be like, I don't know, like, where do I start with the breakdown? Just start putting, you can do this with kicks, you can do this with bass, you know. I like to do it with bass because, you know, you can add these long notes here. And by adding these long notes, you're able to really just construct something that's sort of unique, you know? And the biggest thing is like, just continue to try the things and refine, you know, refine, refine, refine. Dun, 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 right? Okay, so we have something in here. At this point, we can start thinking about, you know, these long notes here. I almost want that to do. Don't. So usually if you want that it's 2. You want to skip 2. In 16th notes, you want to skip 2. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so this here. This is actually okay. Next thing that we need to do is we need to see how it sounds if you just double it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm already starting to hear some stuff here, so I'm just going to kind of experiment here. I almost want this to not have a gap here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So this can be something like a scrape or something. That's when you can start to get creative with the guitar there. So I almost want something here. Da 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 da. So that reminds me of Josh, my good buddy Josh from Auras. It's so funny because like you would be playing like video games with him, or he was here a few years ago or like last year. Um, and so I got to hang out with him, and it's so funny. Like we would be doing whatever, and you would just hear him ba 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 da ba da 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 da, and I'm just like, ah. And so if you haven't heard of Auras, go listen to Auras, and he's like the main writer in Auras, and so you're going to be able to hear like again, if you go and watch him on his stream, you're going to hear every once in a while ba da ba da 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 da, just like these random rhythm patterns, and that's Auras. It's so funny to think about. I was just doing it. It's like, okay, I'm basically doing what Josh is doing. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I'm hearing that. Dun, 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 dun. So with these, what I realized is you have to have it a little bit later on these. So it's usually two. I have to find the middle ground. Yeah, okay. So it might be in between this because you want that like that pause, or the mute, you know what I mean? When you're doing those, you're almost doing this, and so you almost want that sound. Okay, so this is technically two here. Oof. Okay. Let's start back here again and just hear what we have. Da, 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 da. So this is where a possible fill can happen. I know this looks weird, but I'm almost kind of thinking in terms of a kick right now. Okay, okay. This needs to be doubled. Ah, that's why we're on the wrong. Usually with these, I want to be in 16th notes. Dum, dum. Okay, so again, I think the key is to just get a little foundation going. Find the foundation, by just constantly repeating this so you can get into that context, right? It's like, oh, okay, well, it's good right here, but then this gets weird here, so let me move this around. And I'm just using my left and right arrow keys, to move things around. Like if I don't like it, I'll move it left and right just by a little bit, If it doesn't sound perfect right away, don't get discouraged. I think that's something that I'm just putting out there because I was like that back in the day. This is like, this sucks. But it's like, well, if it sucks, move the things around so it doesn't suck, if this could be here like this? Oh, do I just keep this like this? Okay, this is starting to turn into something like... Down, down, down. Da 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 da. These little light bulb moments, you know? Ooh. I like the way that ends. So now we have, you know, at least a bar, or should I say 2 bars of the breakdown. Now we can continue to kind of refine what this is doing. However, I think what we should do is bring these back down and put this on the kick and get a little basic groove going, because then what that will do, what it does for me anyways, is it starts to create this scene. And then once you get that scene going, then you're going to start to really be able to see what's going on. Set length. I'm going to set length to my grid, which my grid is 16th notes. And then at this point, you just kind of think about where you want your snare drum placement. Right? Or we can do something like this. Okay. You can start to hear some things. One thing that you can do, if you just want to hear what it sounds like, you know, you can really do this whole move of... something like this. Actually, let's keep this there and we'll just hit 0. 0 just mutes this. Yeah, let's do this for now, and then we can start to paint in the rest of the things, and then you can move that snare around, you can add snares. For some reason, like during this little break, I want some crazy like kick thing, but we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, so then we'll 0 that. Dum dum dum. Okay, so I think it's here. Does it just want to keep going there? Okay, so I like that. Just first initial kind of thought there. That's cool, but what I want to do is I want to match it, because you can see that when this hits this bass here, it's not matching up. I wonder if we can do something like let's see. Oof. Not bad, not bad. We have a good start going. Let's yo Mazak, what's going on, dude? Um I think we're gonna do China. We're gonna do the China hit. I wonder if I can get away with that, huh? Okay, so what I'm going to do is there's some little accents that I want to do in terms of these kicks here. I'm going to place them on the China for now, just because when I fold, I can see, you know, kick, snare, and China. In case you didn't know that, if you hit fold, everything that you have MIDI on, you're able to just kind of just see those, which is really nice. Okay. This is interesting. It's easy to get carried away and make it almost too technical, but it really depends if that's what you want. Like, just, there's no rules, you know? Dun, dun. Hmm. Interesting. What happens if we just turn on the triplet grid and see what goes on here? That's cool. That's cool. So then we can just continue on, I think, with the halftime at this point. Just put it there for now and then see if that's where it wants to stay. Okay, so now it's what I'm hearing is it's wanting 16th notes. It's wanting some accents here. Maybe here. And then we have to think about a fill. Okay, so I have all the accents in terms of this that I want. Now it just comes down to placing them where you want them. So now we have crash L far hit. Let's see. So this one would need to be like maybe left hit and then like an open. I feel like this is kind of like a Chris Turner thing where you kind of hit the open hat there. Da, 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 da. There's something that wants to happen here. What is this? Splash hit. Ooh. That's interesting. We haven't even put ghost notes in. It's another thing to think about. I feel like with breakdowns like these, the minimal amount of ghost notes, just like the da, 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 da. Here. That is interesting. Okay, at this point, it's just finding out where, because these two kicks line up here, so I'm hitting this. I wonder if I make that, like if I close that, like here. The way that I try to close the hi-hat is I'll just do like a really light pedal hat. What's in here? I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Let's not overthink that too much. We'll just put that there for now. We'll continue on. On this kick here, we are also in eighths. I'd rather be in 16th, so everything looks the same. Down, down, down. Left hip. Okay, that's interesting. I want splash hit. Is that where that kick is? This is where it's... I want to add this somewhere, but I wonder it would be... It could be there. Oh, this is interesting here. I wonder if so again, this was an accident, but I wonder if putting it on the floors there, this is where it gets kind of funky, but I think it's because I wanted these to be accents. So we'll do a little left hit there. There's no kick here. So this is interesting. Let's turn on our monitoring here. And then I'll grab this. there's something here that like wants to happen. I wonder if we can do some sort of like linear fill there. Okay, so I'm trying to maybe. All right, we might try to get a little bit of Chris Turner here. Sometimes I think like, oh, a drummer won't be able to do that, and then I watch Chris Turner videos, and you're just like, anything's possible, dude. With given the material to the right person, anything is possible. And I don't know if you've watched Chris Turner, but if you haven't, you must. It's insane, dude. How about some fills from CV Practical Fills? Oof. Yes, please. That's a good idea, dude. It's definitely a good idea. I think when it comes down to it, do we do it one more time? You know, because at that point, like this one being so technical, you almost have to construct these fills like on like a custom fill basis, you know? But that doesn't go off to say that, you know, you can grab those fills from the pack and construct them in the way that you want. And we can, you know, we can experiment with that as well. And if you want those are on my Patreon. I made a fill pack, which, dude, I still use it. Like, again, what's cool about them is like, you know, you have these set of fills that I made, but there's so many different combinations of what drum can be used on which, you know, MIDI note. And, you know, if you think of all these fills as just left, rights, and kicks, like you're going to be able to construct so many different fills and get better at creating your own fills, you know, or if using my fills as like a foundation and then, you know, just building from there. And so it's, yeah, dude, they're so just like, I tried to think about them as like just practical. That's why they're called practical fills, you know? I have to get another one going because those are really fun to make, dude. This almost wants... That snare might, maybe not. It needs to be a right hit. That should be China. China? Do we get Met Mod at the end? I'm down. I'm down. We'll do a little bit of metric modulation there. And then we'll do whoa. This can get interesting here. eighth notes. Let's do an eighth note fill there. That's a little too fast. Okay, so since that kick is already there, and on that accent, since he's going to do, it's going to be a snare and a cymbal. So I'm doing this, so it's got to be a right hit there. Sixteenth notes. So this might work. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. So at the end here, I'm gonna put a kick and like a cymbal so we can hear what it'll sound like going into the next part, you know? This is craziness. Okay, so this, I almost want those kicks to just kind of be that, you know? You need more options for Badan coins. Oh, dude, I know. I have to really think about that. What would you guys want to see in there? Like, let me know. Even, you know, the YouTube homies who can't make it, but sometimes can make it. Let me know in the comments. Mazak, what do you think? Like, what should I put in there? A lot of times, you know, just thinking about my reels, like let's say I'm talking about something like that could be a reel and then someone does like a sound thing. That's the only reason why I haven't done the sound things yet, you know. They're cool, don't get me wrong. Like I want to do it, but it's just like, that's the potential for ruining content. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's cool enough. So what I want to do now is I want to humanize. And then I want to bring these up to 105, which I don't know why these are. That's interesting. I'm going to do this for now. If you see how I go all the way at the top here, I do that because it levels them all out. Because then I want to add my variations manually. Like, you know, doing stuff like this. Adding some randomness here. Which you don't want a ton. You don't want a ton of randomness. You almost want like no dynamics because metal, you know, and if your kick isn't just consistently just hitting, then, you know. I know, dude. I remember talking about it, it's like there was some guy on the Giga Jump forum. He's like, doesn't all dolls have humanized? And I was like, yeah, they do now. Because Ableton didn't for the longest time. Smart guy. Like, what the freak, bro? Don't be a hater. But I mean, it's such a blessing, man. You don't know what you have. Like what you like they got spoiled with humanized. We didn't get that. We got grooves, the groove pull, which is nice, but it's like I just want an easy button to be able to do that. All right, it's 120. Okay, what if I did... That's actually kind of cool, huh? Okay, so since I did that, what I want to do is for that choke. I think it's already doing it. Is that it? No. This... Is that it? What if I do this? We'll keep it there for now. Okay. Yeah. Now we have to start thinking about where these cymbals go, because, like, the cymbals are just always too loud, you know? Gotta dip out, got some time to work on my banger. Dude, hopefully you'll share it at Community Jams this weekend, man. I'm excited to hear it. Thanks for hanging out, homie. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon, man. We'll see you in a few days. There. That's not bad. Air drumming. You gotta air drum. I'm like bouncing between, you know, whether I want this to keep going during that part, or if I just do this. Okay, so those toms are too loud. What I realized yesterday by remixing this thing, 100 on the toms, dude, roughly. Those loud transients, they're up here, you hear that? But at 100, it's not as, like, crazy. Okay, let's put this on the rhythm guitar right away just to see what it sounds like. So we're at C sharp. too loud. And it could be. Let's turn it down a little bit. I'm going to grab this guy, holding shift, bring it down a little bit. Could also do this. See what that sounds like, but what I need to do is I need to come into my Gojira X and turn my Oct Active off. See, it's on. Let's turn it off. Okay, so it wants to be... It almost wants to stay down there. I wonder here. OD, distortion, level, tone. So you hear different things in different instruments. See, like I hear this continuing on right here. See, like this thing that we just did on the guitar here. We are currently, I think on Odin, I have Swift mode turned off. So what I can possibly do is come here to harmonics. Let's at least put it here. I don't think that's where it's at, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. And it's possible that this doesn't always work. Yeah, so what I need to do is probably put it on the octave. Yeah, okay, so I might have Swift mode turned on. So I'm just going to go into Odin here. Yeah, it's on. Yeah. So what I sometimes work. So this needs to be something here. See it want like this, does this want to do this here? Ah, interesting. That gave me an idea. I'm gonna bring this down to scrape. Not scrape. What am I thinking? There's another term for it, unless that is what I'm thinking of. That could be what I'm thinking of, but it's just not wanting to. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Oh, why did it play twice? I was like, what did I screw up just now? I'm gonna fold it so I can see everything. So we have a lot of long notes here, so maybe I won't. Monroe, I see what you're saying, dude. Also, what's going on? Oh, I hear so many things. So many things. Oh my gosh. Dude, the toms. What I realized, dude, I don't know if you were here for it, but 100. Around 100 on the toms, you lose that crazy attack. Because if you have it on like anything above like I don't know 110 to like 127, there's so much attack in those toms, dude. Oh, it was so frustrating. I just wanted to hear the toms, but I'm realizing what I need to do is I need to keep it at around 100 and then turn it up or automate it up in my mix so I don't have the crazy amounts of transients, you know. I want a lot of body. I like toms with like a lot of body and a little bit of transient, but not crazy amounts, you know. Like I'm good. Kami? Am I Kami? Dude, I'm sorry if I'm screwing it up. What the heck is going on over there on the YouTube? What sound are you going for on this one? I thought it was Team Sleep. I was gonna say Team Sleep Token for a split second, but then it. Honestly, dude, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just kind of constructing a breakdown and just letting my intuition take the wheel, you know? I think it's good to do that. It's good practice to do that sometimes. And just whatever ideas you have and you feel like are just coming out, like just try the things. That's why it's taken me a little bit longer to do this because I'm just letting my intuition just decide, you know? Let me unfold this. This is interesting here. So this wants to stay connected here. Okay, so now that I made all those changes, what I need to do, I made all the changes on guitar. I'm going to come down, I'm going to hold shift and click on my bass. So then I can see, there's my differences there, you know. So the yellow is my bass, the red is my guitar, and so what I need to do is I need to focus my bass, hit the focus button, click on my bass, and so now I can see, you see those little gray? I'm just literally going to bring this like this. Does that just go all the way? Looks like it does. I'm going to leave that there, but I think everything else... Okay, so there's some stuff going on here. Let me fold. That's okay. What is this? That's okay. This? Ooh. We have to keep our eye on that there. I wonder if I just get rid of that. When was the last time you played guitar or drums live, or did the computer replace everything? I played drums yesterday. I've been playing drums a lot more, actually. It's just really nice because doing these early streams, I have a little bit more time to like practice drums and stuff, which is nice because I want to, at a certain point, I think there needs to be a time where I incorporate that in one of the songs that I write. Now, I'm not like an amazing drummer, and so that's why I want to work on my weaknesses. So then, you know, when it comes time to start composing with real drums, um, I can do it, you know, or at least I could get some sort of idea out. Because I know by me creating some sort of beat, it's going to change what happens in the song or like what the direction that the song goes and where my intuition goes too. So, Carl Gonzalez, dude, what's up, man? I've been following your live streams for weeks now, man. I just got interested in writing with MIDI guitar. Do you have any recommend where I can learn programming? Seems like a tedious process. I mean, come here to learn programming, you know what I mean? Because you could see by the way that I program, it really is just intuition, man. Just use your intuition because it's in the end, it's just notes. You know what I mean? That's all these are. That's all these are. And so don't be afraid to just try things, you know? What DAW do you use, Carl? This... What do we do here? What is this? Hmm. Hmm. There's so many other things that I could use, you know? Super Solo. When was the last time? Oh, I already read that. I didn't know that was Super Solo. What's going on, dude? Um, Markra, you're working hard making new music. How do you find the time? Dude, here's the thing. I don't find the time, I make the time. You know what I mean? I think that's something that is something that I got wrapped up in for the longest time. It's like I can't find the time to like just sit down and do the thing. But it's just like you have to make the time. There's no finding the time because you won't find it. You have to make the time to do it. And for me, it's like, bro, behind the scenes, for you guys, you see me creating the music on stream like this. The rest of the time, I'm editing. I'm editing reels and I'm editing for potential YouTube videos. Like that's such the thing is like you have to constantly be doing the thing. And it's not even doing this thing. This is like this much of it, the rest is editing. The rest is editing and just trying to get your name out there and post consistently and have, as bad as this sounds, the clickbaitiest of titles so someone will click on it. That's not me. But I am forced to do it if I want to grow as a content creator and a musician and a producer, right? And so if that's how you got here, I hope that I didn't clickbait you too much because that's not my intention. My intention is to get you here so you can learn maybe a few tricks and be a part of the community, be one of the homies. So yeah. Have you played in bands or live shows? Dude, I have. I mean, that's how I got started for the longest time, but for me, I was the main songwriter in my band. Always. I was always the guy, but I mean, because of that, look at this, I'm writing songs more than I ever have. And, these songs are for potential projects too. So, part of it is writing to get better. The other part is like, if there's some gems in my journey of getting better, then we're going to pick those gems out and like use those for projects, right? Like I'm working on a project with Josh from the band Auras. I still have my band Retina. It's just my singer is a little picky on what he wants. And so I have to be very selective on what I show him. So, there's that. So I don't want that there. So many different things that we can do. I think the biggest thing right now, and just kind of talking to myself, is don't get analysis paralysis, Just start messing with things. That's interesting. Oh, I think I know why. There's an arpeggiator. I was like, why isn't it playing it? Let's see what it does. So this is on 1/8 notes right now. So if I press A to go into automation mode and I click on this rate, it's going to change where my automation is. And so it looks like it's synced rate. So what if I'm on 8s? Let's do... What is 12s? Okay, so next, let's experiment with gate. So I'm going to click on gate so I can get the gate automation here. Bring this down. Okay, so it's not doing anything. So that means I may need to come in to Spire. And this may require just making a new Spire, because I don't want to get too crazy with this. Because I do like this sound, and I don't want to like get too crazy. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I am going to first save, just in case. Then I'm gonna Control D so I can duplicate this, and I'm gonna delete this on this side, and then I'm gonna delete all of this on this side. Now I want to search for what's in here. Okay, so we're getting close, but it sounds to me like these are a little too... That is interesting. So I'm trying to search for it to be a little bit more metallic-y, but it's not getting there, so I'm just going to check. So now that we're on our own little lane here, I'm going to actually right-click. Looks like it's Control D, so I'm going to click here. And I'm going to do Control Delete. Nice. We're getting too in the weeds. That's okay sometimes. Yo, Mason, what's up, homie? How we doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Should we get a little context check? Just so, I mean, we're working so hard on this breakdown. I haven't even gotten a context of like, is this gonna work? Let's do a little bit of a context check now. Now that we have some homies in here. This is a song that I was working on yesterday on stream. If you want to check that out, then it is on my YouTube channel in 4K for the homies. Yeah. Yes. It flows. That's all I care about. You know, you can do the fine tuning later, but it's like it works. It works. Okay. Where do we go from here? Anyone know what that song is? Ooh, that was an accident. Just trying something, seeing what happens. One thing I just found out after trying it, I was like, what are these little dots here for? You know? So As you can see, if you grab these little dots here, then you're able to automate the selected clip, but you know, you can bring it up. I believe, yeah, you can grab it from here. What does this do? You're just changing your selection, which is great. For me, I hold shift and use this to really do it like a fine-tune automate. Dun. Ugh. So do you hear that little, like, the delay here? Dun, 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 dun. So I think we have a little bit of time to at least get it started. I think there's a Matt Halpern groove that does that. I think. Halpern P5. Let's go to 130. Something in 130. See if there's something in there. I've already used it. I already used that. It's so sick. Like, isn't it sick? But I wonder if... Let's go to Sean Radcliffe's really quick. He has some tom stuff. I don't know if it's going to work. But again, this is my mind just like, what do you think? No, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know, dude. I hate being that guy. But also, he says now own a guitar solo. Oh, dude, I'm not a solo guy, and so having me write a guitar solo is like, I don't know, having, I don't even know. I can't think of a good analogy because, you know, people are so amazing that some people can do whatever. I gotta figure out why this isn't working because modulation ideas, like, I think I just need to get rid of, like, delete this root folders and just put them in here, you know? We're at 130. Let's see. Tech metal. Oh, this is... Dude, the toms are sounding good, but this Sean Radcliffe, I feel like he tried to massage his MIDI in, which is really great. That's an actual song. Okay, let's just find something here that... So I'm hearing something, but I don't know if it's even gonna work. Shuffle? Let me get a context check again here. I want there to be some sort of build right here. How long are we at? 2:59. Sweet. That actually is perfectly fine. I mean, there's so many things that I can do here. This is more Eric and Proda, but again, I don't think that these are massaged in. What was another one that I got? This is Mike Malian. I think a lot of his are just like craziness. Kind of what I was trying to do there for a second. Was another one that I got, Sam Applebaum. I'm looking for just a quick tom part. Or something like this. Let's just see what this is. I'll quickly come in here and massage these. The cool thing about, you see all this stuff here? We can put those on toms. $105. This is chilling at around 120, so... Kidding me? Okay, so where's my halfway point here? Put this over here, put this. Let's bring this down so I can see a little bit better. No, it is here. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not too keen on where this is. So this gives me the impression that this is something that I want. So I think I just need to make something similar to this. Now I can go off and try to manipulate this to get it to where I want, but I think this comes down to just coming up with something similar to this in the way that I want it. Because another thing that I can do, again, just to kind of show you guys, give you a little bit of an example here. I'm going to grab all of these these light hits here. And I'm going to grab, and I'm going to just keep them out of the way of my actual accents. These I'm going to keep, I'm going to stay here. These we're going to bring up. That's a hard hit there. Just to give you an idea. Okay. For now, we'll just keep it there. All of these I want to be here. And I'm just going to randomly put these somewhere. Okay. Let's do like that. Maybe we can do, instead of this, we'll make these actual ghosts here. Let's see if this works the way I'm thinking. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. But again, remember, this was just like a little snare roll. The other thing, we have to make sure that these are around. I'm going to actually bring my, I'm going to slam them, bring them to 100, and then turn my randomization to like 8. A little crazy, a little too crazy, but again, just giving you the example of like, this is another, they're just left and rights. That's all it is. Not my cup of tea, so I'll have to make a custom one, but that can be either on my own time, or maybe what I can do is I'll do like a Patreon stream and just kind of finish that off. That actually might be a good idea. But either way, I mean, we got our main breakdown out of the way, dudes. It took a little longer than expected just because I wanted to experiment with some different concepts, different ideas here. But I think the key points to think about are, you know, experiment with your placement and your timing of your bass. Start simple and then build from there. Start random and build from there. You know what I mean? Because that's all a breakdown is. You know, you can really try to get super math with it and stuff like that. But for me, just making it random, it gets the point across, you know? Once you get your bass in there, then you can add that bass pattern to your drums to get your kick pattern. And then you can start to mess around with this. Now, again, as you've seen, you're going to start to get other pattern ideas because you're going into your kick. And so you'll have to, you know, come back to your bass and do the little fine tuning, add it to your guitars. Then you're going to start, as you can see, you're going to start to add different things here. And then you're going to have to come back to your bass and mess around with that, you know, and it's, they're basically just kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. You're like using these things to just constantly get this pendulum swinging, you know, you're just like, well, this, well, this, well, this. Oh, what if I did this? Oh, this is cool. Now I have to do this over here. That's cool. Oh, I can add this accent here. You know, it's like, just keep adding things. But once you have that, what I feel like really helps with a breakdown like this is some sort of synth or some sort of like pluck or something to have another rhythm going in the background. You know, like for example, you have this. And it's just kind of a weird. Just adds another layer, you know? Also, get creative with your guitars. Just have fun with them. Start adding different articulations, you know? It's very freeing. Remember, with MIDI guitar, they're just notes. You don't have to worry about playing it yet. Keep it in mind, because if you do want to play this, you want to, you know, kind of still push outside of your boundaries, because it'll make you a better guitarist. Let's actually go from here. Right there. Right there. It's a cool song, though, you know? Not freaking bad, dudes. Not freaking bad. I said I was going to use my practical fills, but I didn't. But you could see I have some red marks, so that might be where my practical fills come in. So on my Patreon, I made a practical fills fill pack. It's really awesome. I love it so much. It seems like the homies love it as well. We had someone, one of the homies from Patreon, talking about it. He loves it. I could kind of give you a little bit of a demo because I'm going to be diving into this a little bit more. But the cool thing about it is you can put it in the same folder where you put your other grooves. There's just so many different things. Again, they're not anything too crazy. Something they can add at the end or right before something big, you know. What's cool is they're already humanized and everything. So if you don't use Ableton, or maybe your DAW doesn't have humanization, which it probably does, Ableton does now finally. There's a little bit of humanization and a lot of variance in the velocities and stuff too. So I really tried to take my time with these and get a good amount of fills in there, you know. This isn't going to be my only fill pack, so I have other things in here, you know. Just other random cool things, some presets, my Odin 2. If you like that, I can see all my labels. If you want that too, and you're in Ableton, I have that in there for you. So that's really nice. Super, super awesome. I show you exactly how to install it and everything like that. It's pretty easy, but it's really good. It's really, really, really good. My routing templates, I actually use this when I'm trying to start like a fresh session with all the new knowledge that I got from mixing. I'll use this template, and it has a little bit of my like mixing at the end, so it's really cool. But dudes, you guys are the best. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me and figuring out this breakdown. As you can see, it's not too hard. Big things, have fun. Try things. Try all the things. Overdo it if you want to, but don't overdo it if you don't want to, you know? But again, I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Follow the channel. Follow the Instagram. Do all those things. Make sure you join the Discord, because if you are writing songs and you want people to check it out, we will check it out. At the end of the week, if I'm not working or anything, I will do community jams. And so if you want to chuck something into the community jams, we would love to hear it. But all right, dudes, we'll see you very soon. I have to work tomorrow, and so I may be on the next day. But again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you, Patreon supporters. You guys are the freaking best. Seriously. We'll see you guys next time, okay? Have a good one.